Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. I'm excited because the last knife review I did was on this Kansept Knives Shard. This thing, since that day, has been in my pocket every day. And as a matter of fact, I have been using the absolute hell out of this knife. I actually had to do some window work, removing windows and pulling off a siliconed window, and this is the knife I use to cut all the silicone away and shave it down. This thing has been a beast. If you haven't seen the review on the Kansept Knives Shard, check it out. This knife has been an absolute beast and a joy to have and use over the past few days, and it was even in my pocket today. But that's going to change after today because the Kratos. So this thing's amazing. There's a Polish knife maker designer. I have it all right here. His name is Ostap Hell. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm reading it. And this guy is awesome. For people who are big medieval weapons fans, you're going to see some elements that he puts in there. This one, he was inspired by the Greek sword, the kopis. I'm reading a whole bunch of stuff back here. Ever since he was a child, he's been into medieval stuff, and he's been an artist his whole life. And when he designed this, you can see the very, very cool medieval looking elements to it. It is awesome. Right now, it's doing no justice sitting inside here. When we get this thing outside, you're going to see it pop. So let's go over the specs on this guy right here. The pocket clip, first of all, is really beautifully milled. It is really beautifully milled. That is super, super nice. It is ceramic ball bearing. I'm trying to get the, okay, overall length here is 8.06 inches. The blade length is 3.79 inches. The blade thickness is it's 4 millimeters. It is a Damascus blade, true Damascus blade. It says clip point, even though I'd call it a drop because there's nothing stopping the spine from the point. So it's not even a modified clip. That is definitely a drop point. But they call it a clip, and we'll go with it because that's what it says. The blade grind is compound, and you can see right there where the grind actually changes. Is beautifully done. It is a stonewash finish on the blade. The handle material is titanium blue rose pattern carbon fiber. Everybody knows it as like fat carbon blue is what it would be called. The color is blue. Lock type is a frame lock. It is beautiful. It is 5.7 ounces. It is the Kratos, keeping that Greek mythology name. The model number is K10244A4. This thing is super duper dope. It fits the hand. Big guys, small guys, it doesn't matter who you are. It's going to fit the hand. Let's take it out and cut. Well, we got sunshine today, so this was a must-do for this knife. Trying to gather it in my fingers. All right, so look at baby blue right here. This fat carbon experience is absolutely for real. This knife is phenomenal. Phenomenal! I had my buddy here yesterday and his daughter. They're both big knife people. And I said, you got to put this in your hand and tell me what you think. It only took one hold for them to be like, ooh, it was just that nice. This thing is fantastic. Again, I don't have a tripod with me, so I need to set things up. All right, let's get a couple of gravity drops. We're going to do some 4-foot gravity drops. We'll see how that bite goes. And bam. You hear that thud? It's got the weight to it. Wow. That buried in about a 1/2 inch. You could see the line right there. That was sweet. Let's do that again. I mean, that is solid. We're going to do, speaking of solid, a couple of hard downward throws. I'm going to try my left hand, even though my thumb doesn't work. Bam! That really hit Let's do that one more time. We want to make sure on this test that not only is it going to bite well, which it is because it is beautifully designed, but we want to make sure everything is going to stay strong and stay without rattle. Oh, that knife hits really, really hard. You can see how deep it went in. This is beautiful. This is one of the best looking knives you could put in your hands. Got to find a good spot to kneel down here. All right, so let's make sure I'm in the shot. I can't see it. It's so sunny out. Wow, that's sharp. You know what? I didn't even go with a shave test yet. I was just so excited to get into. Oh wow, so excited to get into this knife. That is absolutely ridiculously sharp. That is shaving a really, really nice bald spot. That is a sharp knife, but we're going to continue on this rubber hose. I mean, you can absolutely see how just it's brushing along this rubber hose. Let's try the hardest cut to make on a hose is just straight down like that, and it is absolutely no problem. This knife is super, super sharp, super ready to go, ready to cut all day, any day. This isn't just your EDC. This is going to be the best EDC or best looking EDC in your pocket. This might be the best in your pocket. It is absolutely stunning. It is a stunner of a knife. It really, really, really is. I hope that the camera can pick up what I'm seeing in this knife, because it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful knife. I'm actually going through 2 different parts, so I got 4 layers right here of leather, and it is just breezing straight through on an off-held grip, right? I'm holding it like a 4-year-old holds a cereal spoon, and it's still easy, just easy to shave. I want to see, I can't do it with that hand, I can't use my thumb. I want to see how I can do a side grip, and I have to switch sides because my hand is in the way. Ta-da! Let's try a side grip. My hand is still in the way. Look at that. Look at that. I'm trying to bend my hand so you can see, and you can see the leather flake off. It doesn't matter how you hold it. There's so much real estate in this knife. There's so much area to grip that it doesn't matter how you hold it. You have enough room to grip it any way you want to get a good feel for it. This knife is just freaking immaculate. This is the kind of knife, it's like, this is the one I've been waiting for. This is that kind of knife. It's just something that something you hope to see, something that you want a knife channel to do, and you're hoping someone will show it off and not just show it on a table. You know what I mean? This shouldn't be a left to a box opening type of knife. This needs to be straight up user. I mean, oh gosh, just cut after cut after cut. This is plastic netting. This isn't some kind of cloth. This is plastic. Try not to stab myself, because we all know I'm down for that. Get ready. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. It is a sharp knife. It has so much leverage because of the size. Golly, and it's just so nice looking. So nice looking. Let's see here. Ugh. Cutting carpet, no problem. Trying to keep it all from blowing in my face, big problem. So let's see here. It is just a super, super good cutting knife, and the fact that it's so good looking is really, really, really good looking. Makes a huge difference when it comes to buyability, because you want something that's going to be sweet. You'll notice, right, the Damascus, they kept the pattern all the way through. You got some really nice jimping here, non-aggressive, but enough to hold yourself. You have some jimping just on on the flipper, on the part that's actually going to be used as a guard and used to flip. They don't put it anywhere where it's not needed. This is just a phenomenal looking knife. They took the screw from your access point and matched it to the screw that holds the whole rear together, so you have it. You can't even tell. Normally you can see the difference between the axis and the other screws. Not on this one. They keep it the same. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. This is just a really, really well thought out blade. All right. Let's see here. Should be using the other hand. Bam! Look at that cut. That was so nice. And I'm doing it with half of the strength because I can't wrap my thumb around it. I don't even have all the angles that I'd like to use in a normal cut, but it doesn't care. The knife doesn't care. It's just going to work. Let's see. Let's find something nice to go through here. Let's find something nice. All right. Let's get this all lined up. Let's get it all lined up. That's all knots. We're going to go right through a knot to start. See how it does. Bam. Just like that. So if you need kindling, obviously it's going to be your guy. If you're out camping or hiking or driving, I mean, think about it. Look what happened to the American South. Big storms. You never know. You never know when you're going to get caught off guard and you're going to need to survive. Having tools to survive, very, very important. Right through that knot right there. Very, very important. And nothing can be as important for survival as a good knife. You're going to get fire from a good knife. You're going to get shelter from a good knife. You're going to get hunting, food from a good knife. The knife is the one-all, do-all survival tool. You know, there's lots of different tools, but this makes up for a whole bunch of them. This is your matches. You know what I mean? This is your striker. This is your wood gatherer. This is your shelter builder. It just, the knife means so much to staying alive when you need to stay alive. Let's see. Here's all your tinder maker right here. This is how you get your fire started. Sweet, thin curls. You get your tinder, and this is how you're going to get your fire started. Now I can turn over on the spine and do this, and what it's doing is causing these really fine little pieces. And what you do is you just angle your knife down and you make fine little pieces, and that's going to lay. I was trying to do it so you could actually see it, but just like this. And I'll show you if I can. Oh, I almost closed it on me because I was on the frame. Where is that little piece? I had a little mini curl, and I was going to show you. I didn't cut myself. Luckily, the guard was there. It worked out perfect. I put my hand on the frame and dug down. But I was trying to catch you some little micro curls that are flaking off of there. But it's hard. It's hard because it's windy out. So let's do some pulls. Am I even in the shot? I can't see. I can't see anything. All right, here we go. Oh, golly. You see, I gotta show you. You see these curls? That's fire, fire, fire. Oh, I think I might have had some little pieces that stuck to me. Look at that. I mean, that is just nice. So if you need a tool, not just an EDC, and this is the most perfect EDC. This is excellent for just your typical EDC, but it's also more than that. It's way, way more than that. This is a survival tool. It's a self-defense tool. It's a stay alive tool. It's gonna go, man. It's not just gonna go though. It's gonna be really, really good looking. I wonder if I can do some light chops with it. Wow, it's got enough leverage to where the chops are actually really good. I want to try and get you guys in there a little better so you can actually see that. Let's try, man. It's hard. It's hard. So let's see. The size of the knife makes really, really good leverage. And so now I'm actually able to chop with it. That's fantastic. For a folding knife, for an EDC pocket knife. Now, if you're wondering about the frame lock, it's not closing on me. The reason I accidentally closed it is because I used my left hand and I pushed this way on the frame lock, so I literally unlocked it. That's why it closed. But it didn't bite me because the guard did its job. It actually worked. That's a good accident to show you. But if I'm right-handed and I was pushing this way, that would have never closed because I would have been pushing opposite. I was using my left hand. That's the only reason that closed. It happens. Now, one of the cool things is with this frame, because the frame is behind the scales, normally with a frame lock right here, if you put pressure on it, you can't open it because you're closing your frame. This one, the frame is actually below the scales, makes it way better. It doesn't matter where your fingers are on this knife, left-handed or right-handed, it's gonna put, it pops open. You're gonna be able to open this thing no matter what, anytime, every time. It is fan-freaking-tastic. This one, as soon as I opened the box, it was like, yeah, this is gonna be an instant favorite. It's gonna be an instant favorite. This knife is immaculate. You know what we need to do? Because of its leverage, let's see if we can't hit a 1-inch forestry. All right, so we got this guy kind of starting to grow over the driveway. Let's see here. I'm even gonna use my left hand. I'm gonna use my left hand, my hurt hand, just because I have enough confidence in this knife that I can swing it. Now this is dangling, which means it's not the best to chop at because as soon as you hit it, it's gonna move. But if you're quick enough and the knife sharp enough, you're gonna get that. Whew! This knife is super duper nice. There's just something about fat carbon and sunshine. I mean, that is beautiful. And then just to top it off with Damascus, especially this pattern is gorgeous. Guys, I'm gonna put the link below. Follow the link, check these guys out. These knives, these aren't hickory dickory dock, just over the counter pieces of crap. These are fantastic knives. Fantastic. Kansept is one of those companies that's just started growing and then continued to grow. They're just getting better and better and better and better, and they are phenomenal. Check this thing out. This is the Kansept Kratos. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.